Happened early this morning on Trinity Avenue, and tonight at least 3 people are dead.
The Bureau of Investigation says 2 off-duty Atlanta police officers were working a second security job nearby and responded to the shooting along with 1 APD officer who was on duty. 1 on-duty and 1 off-duty officer fired their weapons. In all, 6 men were shot during the altercation.
The death of King Von has impacted many, whether in the rap industry or in the gang politics, especially with the factors that played into his death. Regardless of rap turned street beef, hurt pride, a lot of lives were lost that night. King Von's run was only comparable to Chief Keef, and with all eyes on Chicago and the help of Lil Durk, King Von brought Chicago's drill right back, especially with the back and forth with the Exposing Me beat. It being the greatest diss songs being dropped in Chicago, all that Smoking Dead homie shit really brought another spotlight to Chicago again. So today we'll be looking at the last night of one of the greatest rappers, understanding fact from fiction, and looking all through all the point of views that we have. We'll be looking at witnesses, those who are there, cam videos, and even trying to put down a concrete timeline. You feel me? There's a lot of conspiracies as well.
I'm the one that coordinated the album release party.
At 2:40, King Von is seen leaving the Opium Club party. Seen taking a right on Peachtree, King Von had about 10 to 15 minutes to make it to his second location. You can even see the Grady Hospital, which all the victims were treated at.
The club he went to, the after hours, wasn't getting paid for. I didn't have no acknowledgement of. His team didn't have no acknowledgement of. Everybody else that was with us driving to the Airbnb or to the hotel. And Von literally went to the venue by himself. Matter of fact, I think from his DJ, was like, hey bro, you know we here by ourselves. Like, where you guys at? And everybody rerouted to that venue. Like, he stayed in the car for like 30, 35 minutes. And everybody outside, it's cold and it's shivered. Like everybody outside wondering like, what's going on? What's going on? So people starting to go back in the car. He literally, our car's right here, yeah. and so pulled up right there.
With the 100K track being part of King Von's entourage, he informed us that King Von wasn't being paid at the second location. That he also waited 30 minutes at the second location and had been there before Quanah Rondo. 100K track never really gave us a motive on why King Von was there. 100K track's timeline is the main narrative that most fans have always heard. We'll look at other narratives, but right now we'll look at Quanah Rondo's side of the story.
I said, I'm not going in the club. I'm like, you got 15 minutes, cuz, and I'm dipping. We about to go to the house. You feel me? Now I'm about to walk off and go stand by the other individual that I came with. I'm going to stand by his car. You feel me? Till they part. Until they part.
At 3:21, Lil Tim had arrived.
The driver was with Quando, and one of my partners was in the car with me. My partner was sleeping in the car. Well, He wasn't all the way asleep, but he was like halfway there. He telling him to get up. We finna go inside the club. And getting my partner all the way up, cause he had to woke up, but he like, damn, we here already? Cause like, he had just dozed off. He wasn't even asleep for that long.
With 2 drivers, Lil Tim, Quanah Rondo, and a partner who had been asleep, accounting for any substantial character in both entourages. Body cam footage have also came out, which allowed us to see another point of view. After combining these narratives, we're actually left with more questions than answers. Them knowing each other and both staying in Atlanta made sense, but they was beefing, and everybody acting like that shit ain't. You feel me? No one knows why King Von was waiting for 30 minutes at a parking lot of a hookah lounge. Why was Quanah Rondo there for a whole minute without Lil Tim and not noticed? Is everyone as clueless as they say they is? At 3:20, we see the first car that we can presume Quanah Rondo is in. At 3:21, it is only then we finally see that Lil Tim pulls up. So for like at least a minute, bro, OTF just looking at Quanah Rondo? And this is the first cop's POV. Now at 3:21, King Von attacks Quando. But now we can see his entourage, and that one wearing the black is the security guard. While you have everyone chasing after King Von, we get to see the first person come out of Quanah Rondo's car when Lil Tim shoots the gun. Slutty is seen trying to go around the car, and then which is then when we see the security guard go around the other way, going around to the cop, which is then when they chase Quanah Rondo's homeboy. Now in the far right is Old Black Louie. In this white car now it has to be a driver, Lil Tim, and the third person. As Quanah Rondo's driver also leaves, we also see Lil Tim being shot. As Lil Tim is stumbling being shot, we finally see the shot that puts him down. He also got shot multiple times. King Von's security guard, who's the one in the black, goes around Lil Tim's car, and we also see the cop reacting. At the same time that the first cop had responded, another cop did. I want you to notice these Suburbans that he's passing by. They're all part of King Von's entourage. As all these cars are leaving the parking lot, the first thing this cop does is shoot. Now where this cop aims at is where Slutty and BJ are. This is where we get to see Old Black Louie going around the car.
Let's check it out. The police was like right here, duck down, shoot.
So the cop is there, shooting him. He's laid down
he
there.
laid down right
Your
here.
car's there, so you can see him.
Yep, they would shoot him, and then he fouled. They shoot him again, and then he had to completely stop.
So
Shout out to the YouTuber Los J for this visual, but the red is King Von and the green is Quando Rondo. We also get to see where the cops were also positioned that night. We finally get to visualize the second cop's point of view when he gets to the tree and shoots at Slutty. I chose to mark the spots that we get to see the entourages being and the only exit for them. I also marked where Louis and Slutty also got shot by 12. While BJ and Louis are held at gunpoint, King Von is being helped up and Quando Rondo's being punched. While O Block is struggling to hold up King Von, this is when Vonnie pulls up. I always wondered, did bro pop out the parking lot? Was bro just called? Like, what's going on? Now we see Vonnie pull up, but we also see Louis in between the two cars. We also see DJ Banks going towards Slutty and another OTF member going to the parking lot. We also see the security guard come back. This is when we see Muwap and Youngin point to Vonnie to stop the white car from leaving. And instead of doing anything, he just stalls the car and allows the car to leave. We gotta look at Louis now. When Lil Tim are leaving, you can still see Louis going to the next parking lot. Now that same parking lot, that car that comes out, Louis uses it as a kind of a cover, and you can kind of see him following this car right now. Here's the first cop, Gordon's POV. You can see the white car leaving from his point of view right there.
get on the ground.
Now the cop who shot Louis is called Gordon. We have his point of view and we get to see one of the first things he does, follow pursuit of one of Quando Rondo's men who came out of Lil Tim's car. This is when we get to see the security guard and the cop chase one of Quando Rondo's men. We all get to see in the back that Lil Tim getting back into his car. With King Von, we had Louis, Boss Top, Moonwop, Youngin, and the security guard. We even have Caleb B and at the far right, Bleach. It seems that DJU was present at the opium party, so when he claims that he's seen Quando Rondo now, it changes up the storyline. He also decided to interview OTF Vonnie's dad. Vonnie and his dad were the reason why King Von lived in Atlanta. You can find many lives where King Von is chilling with Vonnie and his dad. In these lives, you can find King Von alluding to rap beef, whether he has it or not, whether he takes it serious. After King Von had died, after all that slap for King Von, we start finding out his internal beef after Lil Durk got locked up for the murder of Lil Pap.
PW1 looked like a snitch. And Booney Mo purchased the vehicle with funds from banks to travel to O Block and kill whatever O Block members they could find.
Vonnie's dad got on DJU interview, you feel me, and he started talking about all this, how his son orchestrated the backdooring of King Von, Lil Pap, and all this. DJU was literally put at the scene by 100K Track when he said that he was at the opium. And I know y'all seen Unc ain't sit on that dirty ass couch. Now even DJU talked about this backdooring thing. Vonnie's dad already did an interview with DJ Academics and Trench News. That's why when he did an interview with DJU, him talking about and mentioning this was crazy.
At the album release party, I saw what appeared to be Quando, Rondo, and Lil Tim. Now, when I say what appeared, it's because I saw some niggas dressed in all black with some handicap necklaces on. Okay, the handicap sign. That's what the Crips use. You know what I'm saying? The Crips down south, they use the handicap sign. I didn't think none of it. I was getting ready to play Von music.
Cause after he said that, what do you think the people that were on the scene could have said? You know, some random niggas.
Niggas always fucking up something. I can't have nothing for these stupid ass niggas. Cause I don't know what the fuck to happen. What that shit, I'm talking about that shit that happened. Y'all would get out here, you would see what I'm talking about. These motherfuckers just pulled up, jumping out the car, shit. They do whatever they was going on. Yeah, they was set up before they got down.
Now, folks over here says this shit was a setup.
Was it King Von? Hell no. I don't know if it was him. I know he was surrounded by him because the Gavin just told him, hey, no, don't lose, just got fighting. That's why you for real? Yeah, that's proper. They brought all that shit.
Now, these random security niggas do not know DJU, King Von, or Quando Rondo, but somehow knew that there was the opium fight. Now, you gonna see this Savannah, Georgia looking ass nigga talk about some, is it King Von? And come up with his own theory. Now remember when I told y'all Quando Rondo came before Lil Tim.
Shoot the kid one of these fuckers. We ain't gonna protest kids that shit. You shoot a motherfucker that's going to work here, man. That's these assholes out here running out start shooting up shit for no reason. I guarantee you they fight this over some bullshit. I promise you it's over some bullshit.
So 5 o'clock?
Yeah, you leave at 5.
So King Von supposedly did some shit in Atlanta to disrespect some OG that's over there. I don't know what it is.
But the people that were shooting was Chicago.
They're Chicago people.
Chicago.
That wasn't Atlanta folk. When people had no chance, they didn't get a chance to ask yourself, the cop was right there, bro. They didn't care.
Was the police part here?
Police part here when I came out.
Police in the video. He just 8 motherfuckers. Like, what can that police do? Each bus 2 of them.
I'm not trying to mix facts and fiction, but the facts are people at the scene already knew what happened behind the scenes. Now, some people think Vonnie's dad is trying to blame Lil Durk, but the way I see it is he's trying to say that there's someone that orchestrated a hit. And from the way it looks, even Lil Durk felt like someone wasn't really trying to slide behind Von, and it was someone from the inside. And it feels like every time someone opens their mouth, there's more questions, you feel me? This was an analysis about the last night King Von was alive. If y'all liking the content, like and subscribe. Make sure y'all got y'all notifications on, so I'm finna drop some Somali reactions, you feel me?